Grand Touring all-season tires are designed to deliver a blend of refined ride comfort, good traction and handling, long tread life, and even all-season capability. And it's that blend of characteristics that makes tires from this category a popular choice for many drivers. Well, Michelin has set their sights on being the leader in the Grand Touring all-season category and has appropriately named their newest tire the Premier AS. Michelin tires have a well-earned reputation for delivering long tread life and a smooth ride. And with the Premier AS, Michelin is expanding that by also emphasizing wet traction, and not just when the tire's new, but through the tire's life when wet traction is typically falling off. Premier AS uses several new technologies to accomplish this. The foundation is a high-traction tread compound featuring extreme levels of silica and sunflower oil to help with wet and cold weather traction. Michelin's also found a way to mold the tread pattern so the circumferential rain grooves actually get wider at the base rather than narrower like traditional tire designs. This helps minimize the restriction of water flowing through the tire footprint as the tread gets shallower. The Premier AS also has emerging grooves in the shoulder blocks that transition from a thin slit-like sipe to an actual groove, giving water a place to go when the rest of the tire is wearing down. To see how the Premier AS drives and performs, we're comparing it with three highly rated tires in the Grand Touring all-season category: the Bridgestone Turanza Serenity Plus, Continental Pure Contact with EcoPlus technology, and the Pirelli Cinturato P7 All-Season Plus. To start with, I'm driving on the Bridgestone Turanza Serenity Plus, and this tire does a nice job at cushioning the ride over the rough and bumpy sections on our route. The handling feels stable and predictable, and the tread pattern is relatively quiet, and the tire produces just modest impact noise over the bumps. Now I'm driving in the car with the Continental Pure Contact with EcoPlus technology tires. And this one drives really well and really follows driver inputs with real precision. The ride quality is by no means harsh or stiff, but it's just slightly firmer than the others when you get a chance to compare them side by side. Now I'm driving on the Michelin Premier AS, and our team really liked the overall handling of this tire thanks to its very stable feel when tracking straight ahead, and it makes coping with crosswinds very easy. It's smooth riding and relatively quiet, but it does produce a distinct tone when rolling over the cross-grooved concrete expressway section of our route. And finally, I'm driving on the Pirelli Cinturato P7 All-Season Plus. And the real strength of this tire is just how smooth and quiet it is, as it does a very good job absorbing the bumps and expansion joints and producing minimal tread and impact noise. And overall, the handling feels stable and predictable too. On our test track in dry conditions, the Continental Pure Contact with EcoPlus technology had a small advantage in braking, cornering traction, and overall lap time. The other three tires were similar in performance, just a little behind the Pure Contact. In the wet, we found a greater separation across the group, with the Premier AS and Pure Contact both providing relatively high levels of overall traction and stability. Somewhat behind the lead pair was the Turanza Serenity Plus, which felt stable but with lower overall traction. Another step back was the Cinturato P7 All-Season Plus, which didn't have the wet traction to match the other tires in the test. After driving on all four tires, it's easy to say it's a tight race for the top spot in the Grand Touring all-season category. Any one of these tires will deliver a nice driving experience. And while we didn't have the ability to simulate worn tire performance, Michelin has put some new technology into the Premier AS that should help it maintain its strong wet weather performance over time. The Continental Pure Contact with EcoPlus technology also focuses on delivering excellent traction in dry and wet conditions. The Bridgestone Turanza Serenity Plus has a good overall blend of capability. And the Pirelli Cinturato P7 All-Season Plus excels in providing a smooth and comfortable ride, but doesn't have the wet traction to match the capability of the others. As we compare tires side by side, we find each one has its own personality. It's not as easy as choosing between good and bad. So as you view our test results, it's important to focus on your priorities and what fits best with how, where, and what you drive. And be sure to go to TireRack.com for our complete test report and to learn more about the tires featured in this test.